Well, he's gonna go siding.
Oh, I've been so busy this week. That's okay. I appreciate that.
I know we're having a party tonight.
Make coffee. I did make it.
Oh, if you want one. I drank my coffee for the day already.
Oh, I drank coffee all day long. I mean, all day.
I used to when I was working.
It takes a while to slow down. I won't know for 5 weeks. But he calls me.
It hurt. Your leg.
Not every time, we do get water occasionally. It's split.
Oh, every day.
From south to the north of us, well, then it's split. You don't have your own Oh, it's wild.
Where's your sister at? She home still?
She's at home. Wore out, tired. Kill the memory drain you.
I know. I raised
She's thinking about going in the towel after this year.
Well, tell her don't do it. Don't do it.
She'll make more money retiring than Social Security than she is what she's doing right now.
What's that, you done one now? A lot.
You got teacher retirement in Texas, 17 years.
17.
You can teach probably 23, 4 years.
Good run.
Huh? In Coyle, yeah. She's librarian slash English second language teacher, English second language coordinator tester. Got to kill her. All the above. Yeah. She's getting back into what she didn't want to get into.
You've been on weekend on one. They work. I know.
Bring everybody out.
Still popular. Right there.
Don't even move. Hell, I might find a new faucet for that here. That faucet.
I
know, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid if I overpower it,
Rapid move that way.
We're gonna call this meeting to order at 7:01. Board of Trustees meeting. So this time, I need to apologize to everybody for Tuesday night. I was afraid to get everybody out because the hailstorm was coming this way. By the time we got canceled everything, it turned north and went away.
Like it always does.
Yeah. But I didn't want to get everybody out in, start hailing everybody. Didn't want to get anybody hurt or the vehicles or anybody tore up, so that's what I canceled. Now, I'm glad it all did go away, but if that was on me, I made a call. So if you guys want to beat me up, go right ahead.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
Okay, go play, please.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Trustee Mormon, absent. Trustee Gale. Here. Mayor Long.
Here. Consent agenda.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Business agenda. Consideration possible action on March 12, 2026. Discuss possible action for Jeff Joseph Wilson from FLAT on private benefits. Is he here?
Yes, sir. So this is Joseph. My name's Dale. I'm his boss. I'm here helping. Thank you for your time. I'll be very brief. I also want to be one of the ones to thank you for postponing Tuesday. I was driving from Sepulveda, so I was pretty nervous myself, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, our goal tonight is just to kind of let you know what we do for other small towns. I personally take care of quite a few small towns throughout Oklahoma. My goal is just to educate you guys on what that looks like for your employees and see if it's a fit for y'all. Aflac, what it is, the term is supplemental insurance, so how it's different from health insurance. If I head home and a deer steps out in front of me and I get in a wreck and go to the hospital, health insurance is paying that hospital for treating me. Well, Aflac, how it's different is we don't pay doctors and hospitals, we pay the policyholder directly. So if something were to happen to one of your employees, heaven forbid it be a major accident or a cancer diagnosis or something major where they're unable to work for an extended period of time, most people, they can't work, they're not getting paid. I don't know about you, but my bills don't care if I got paid or not. My bills still have to be paid. And so that's where Aflac comes into play. We pay cash directly to the policyholder. They take that money and they spend it however they need to. They pay a mortgage, if they need to pay car payment, groceries, whatever it may be. That's the purpose behind Aflac. We do try to take it a step further with our service, and so the service you can expect from Joseph and myself is all of my clients get my personal cell phone number. I don't hand out 1-800-AFLAC. I don't hand out a website. They get my number so that if they need to file a claim, they call me directly and I take care of it. Okay? Additionally speaking, Aflac is employee funded. It doesn't have to cost the town anything. I do have a handful of towns that do prefer to sponsor a plan and let everything else be employee optional through payroll deduction if they would like to. Help save them some money on taxes. It lowers your taxable income. But we offer a variety of plans from network vision and dental insurance to cancer coverage, disability, life insurance, accident, stuff like that. Most towns we work with just decide to make it an offering to the employees, and we do a presentation. Employees enroll if they want. They don't if they don't want to. If there's anything the town would like to sponsor, we can have that conversation as well. Most don't. But that's kind of what we do in a nutshell. We were just hoping to be able to hopefully offer some Aflac benefits to your employees and let them decide if they wanted to enroll or not. That was our goal coming here this evening.
Yes, I do. Aflac has been known for short-term disability.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any pamphlets on what
Yes,
their
ma'am.
coverages are?
Yep.
So that we can
Yeah.
take them, well, I need them. So there's short-term disability.
Mm-hmm.
So short-term disability, does it cover, so you've got accident insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Accident as in death or accident?
Accident in general. So if your employees were to get hurt 24/7 on or off the job, I have a lot of first responders that get utilization out of that benefit. I personally take care of Payne County, A lot of their sheriff's deputies get a lot of use out of that, whether it's in the line of duty or not. We also have a hospital plan, which would help for anybody that's want a family plan. It's pretty helpful with having babies.
So you've expanded your service basically into health insurance.
No, ma'am. Aflac is apples and oranges from health insurance.
I
It's all under the scope of supplemental,
So
but
all these things you just described do not cover bills, they just cover cash for whatever reason you want to spend it.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The idea is the average American has less than $1,000 in savings, and most Americans agree that they're gonna make sure that them and their kids are taken care of before they pay a doctor bill.
Okay. Now, okay. Short-term disability. So you, like I said, I used to be in HR 20 years ago. You
Okay.
expanded yourself greatly.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's something that our employees need to take a look at, because I don't think that we're in a position right now to be covering premiums. And so, but it was their choice
Yes, ma'am.
if they chose and come to us and say, we would like to have this.
Okay.
So, would you please give our two employees your pamphlets?
Yeah.
And then I'd like to table this until we have discussion with our employees.
With that, get Colton involved in this.
Exactly.
It's, you definitely.
Right, no, that's it. But they need to see the information. Now, our fire department and our town employees are obviously covered by workers' comp insurance that the town and the fire department does pay for.
Yep.
So it's on the job, both loss of income and medical. So that would be an overlap of coverage there for short-term situations. But like I said, I make a motion, we table this. And we can have a special meeting with our employees or whatever when Colton gets back here.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Thank you all for your time. I hope you all have a good night.
And thank you.
Discussion possible action with Daniel Short of Pepper
Gotta shut,
Baseball.
well, we gotta shut that one first.
Thank you. I don't know that's for thieves.
Was,
Imagine having this back when it was a bank robbery.
Daniel Short,
So myself, Danny Short, and my fellow board member for Guthrie Baseball Association. Long story short, Guthrie Baseball Association's played on Kiwanis Field in Guthrie for 10 years, been in Guthrie for almost 40. We're a little bit blindsided by another baseball league, and we are pretty much looking for a new home to play baseball. Short term at the very least, long term is our goal. And Coyle is nearby. We have a decent amount. I know Wendy said she has a son or daughter that plays in the league. And what we're looking to do pretty much is try to give back as much as we can to get permission to play on the
Sit one
field.
down over there too.
In regards to potentially being long term. I mean, the longer we can play it, the better. But about a month ago, we were pretty much told we weren't going to have Kiwanis or access to Kiwanis, so we started scrambling to find out what we could do to make sure that kids can play baseball. We've got 170-ish kids signed up. They're actually at the coaches meeting right now being divvied up on the teams, and for the rest of our board members.
We too have a contract for Little League.
Okay, great.
But there's a very big difference. Our Little League was for Coyle Little League.
Okay.
And I understand you have, well, tell me how many teams do you have?
So we
I've heard
have-
the numbers of people, but teams I think are what?
Correct,
the field is
and
based on.
I don't know the exact numbers yet. That's what they're divvying up right now, the coaches meeting as we speak. But we have T-ball, 9U, and 12U kid pitch. And there ends up being roughly about 5 or 6 teams sometimes 7 per age group. It just kind of depends on season to season and how many kids sign up and whatnot. But we had fall ball last year, and it was a bit less as a typical fall ball season would be. Spring season is our bigger season. But of our board members, we're all pretty well qualified in construction and whatnot. So things like upkeeping the field and or updating field
Sure.
stuff like fencing and dugouts and
Yeah, no, and please don't get me wrong, because A, I've heard 200 kids. B, I've heard where they're gonna park.
Yeah.
C, what do our neighbors think if they've got cars parked in their front yard every night because you have teams playing every night? Or where do we have people park to? I wouldn't want people parking in front of my house all summer long,
Of course.
every night.
definitely.
And we don't really have, well, parking is an issue. That's my biggest problem. I'm not saying, we can get creative,
Mhm.
okay? But parking, I think, is a problem that we have to be creative.
Yeah, and we recognize that. It was one thing that we discussed ourselves when trying to decide where we go or reach out to. Because we know it's kind of limited around the 4 park that we're in.
Right. So, I wish to goodness that I wasn't thinking, we can't give you a yes or no.
Understandable. It's not something we necessarily, obviously, the sooner the better. Our season kicks off April 20th.
Yes, I understand. I'm not trying to drag it out.
No, definitely.
Number 2, I haven't played baseball in 50 years, it's 60, and then it hit me in the side of the head, so I'm not a... And I was pitcher's man. Right off the bat, I still remember, I think I was in.
And we
Our
also,
baseball guy is not here, baseball,
Okay.
softball, that's called Mormon.
I do know that field down here, it's got, what's that called, little,
Stickers?
no, or.
Does it have siren?
But it's got
we're unfortunately
small
no
barrel.
strangers to stickers.
a really small gravel stuff,
Yeah.
infield.
Yep.
And the problem is, the grass grows over it.
Okay.
I have to tiller it up to get it off. there.
Correct, and that's something I put on there, and it's actually something we were in the middle of doing for Kiwanis Field when we got the news.
You're
We
saying
were
we have
we were
those kinds
completely
of things
redoing.
noted in here?
Mhm. Yes, ma'am. We were actually in the middle of completely redoing the infield at Kiwanis when we got the news, so we had already put in time, effort, money when we found that out. But it's something we're willing to do to this field as well, cutting in baselines, putting new bases, putting in dirt, that kind of thing.
Next problem I know, we only have is that one whole potty work?
Yes, it works.
We have one whole potty.
And where we were at Kiwanis, we rented porta potties, so it's something we would be willing to do that as well, if needed as well.
Ah,
I could talk to the neighbors, see if it'd be okay, the park and stuff.
Most of the parking lot is back towards the
Yeah.
fire station and
yes, the dividing.
I was a coach when the Coyle Little League did their thing. Yeah, a lot of people park at the ag building. I mean, we tried
That's what I said, we
everything.
need to get creative and
We-
have designated parking areas.
We refrained from having people just park willy-nilly and
Well, and something that we always did too, to keep that to a minimum, because we had the same issue at Kiwanis, the parking wasn't as great, is we stagger our, the nights we play, we stagger the age groups. So you end up with a decent flux of people that leave when the next group comes in.
See, that's very good, thank you. You're gonna be gone.
maybe
Next
next
week.
week, yes.
It'll break your heart.
So,
Do you want to be in a special meeting?
I'll let you go with
Okay.
No, and we don't need perfect. Like I said, at the moment, we also have approval from a local church in Guthrie to let us use a field that's behind their church. It's nothing special, it's something we would have to put up some temporary stuff for practice. It's not exactly game suitable, and that's kind of why we're trying to look for somewhere to play our games.
Yeah.
then he was cooking, nowadays, I wish he was here.
I do, I do too. He, actually, his son is at, he's very supportive of his children, and he promised them he could do that.
Yep, understandable.
And,
I have 7 myself, so.
Yeah. So, Lindy, could you arrange an ASAP with Colton? I'm free most all nights. I have to just one of those. And see what would fit his schedule and keep the shorts here. So we can sit down and, well, it'd be a special meeting. If anybody else wants to come, obviously, open meeting.
Always looking at that.
If that's, I'm serious, this coming week, because I understand your timelines. And we want to work with you,
Definitely.
but we also have to have a good understanding. I'm not so concerned about what you do to the park, I'm concerned about everything outside of the park.
Everything around it, of course, you have to do. Definitely.
So if that's agreeable, you can contact. I will get it for them and
Okay.
So I make a motion that we
Just
take.
hang on a second. You got a comment?
I was just curious about how that will affect town events. So I know we've got our big 4th of July celebration coming up.
Well, that's good for, to add for.
Exactly.
So, okay, we're done before 4th of July, correct?
Correct.
Oh,
So we,
Will affect it
It,
at all?
it runs for 5 weeks, so it starts April 20th, and it runs for 5 weeks.
so it's a very short window. It's not like we're here all summer long.
oh, good. April 20th until what?
Danny, what was the last
April.
thing? I'm terrible with dates.
It's this, our goal is the
How many
last
weeks?
5 weeks. It's 5 weeks. Our goal is the last weekend of May, barring no weather causing negligence. And then just for safety's sake, for the sake of time, we have already gotten approval to put fields on our insurance that we carry
Okay,
to
good,
cover
because that
everything.
is, I haven't checked that, but that,
So,
I would like to give you our contract as well.
please, please.
Because it covers those things. You have one of those. Like I said, on this one, we only charged $1 to make it legal.
Okay.
And, I don't know if we need to be able to repair damage that people may complain about or this or that.
Yeah.
If we need to talk about fee arrangements as well.
Definitely, and we're open to that as well. too.
So that's why it's $1. 'cause-
Something we did with Kiwanis Field is that we had a set price that we paid every year.
Uh-huh.
And then if we did a certain amount, percentage basis of upkeep and or improvements to the field, then it would be
It
waived.
would reduce the.
It would reduce the price.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
One more question. Do you guys have a severe weather plan in the event of severe weather?
We cancel anything anytime something severe comes in.
Okay.
Kind of like we did on Tuesday, even if there's a chance of it coming through, we just kind of call it quits and we'll play a makeup game.
It's
Hey, you're not supposed to take my question.
Sorry. I'm just trying to help you. Looking out for you.
Ultimately, our goal is the kids, so whether it's safety or play.
which is one of the reasons why those swing teams is so that all the kids get the opportunity to play. They're not
I
10 kids sitting on the bench. So.
No, like I said, we just have to figure out some logistics here as far as I'm concerned. So I'll table this until we can arrange a special meeting, Mr. Short, Mr. Mormon, and myself. ASAP.
I'll second it. All fair.
If they didn't do that, to say you want to vote on it, then we're not vote on it again.
Thank you very much.
It gets me every time.
I know. Is there possible action of going on to temporary regarding annual barbecue franchise dinner? Fundraising. With
Yeah, so, we met the second of this month and scheduled the auxiliary.
Okay.
And scheduled the annual, barbecue dinner fundraiser for May 2nd. We recognize that that is normally a big fire dues, night to collect those and things like that, and historically it's been done there, so we wanted to just offer that. If the town wants to still do that, we're more than happy to.
Why are you guys taking this over? It's supposed to be fire department. Fire department's going to be putting this on, not y'all.
I didn't realize there were rules to that.
Well,
Well, they're not getting the money.
No, they are, like, all the money that we raise still
We
goes to
ain't
them.
got no proof of that.
I'm sorry,
Ask to
I'm
see
sorry,
the
you don't have-
financials of the auxiliary if you like.
We don't have no proof of what they're getting.
well, actually, that we put in the in-kind, we know what the cash is. It's gotta go in the bank, it's in our bank, it goes in the books. The in-kind donations, I haven't had any reports, and I asked twice now.
We haven't had any more since.
Okay, well, that solves that problem. Because since you guys have taken over the auxiliary, we've got a grand total of value of $280 since November of last year
For what?
for sheet pillows and sheets.
Oh, sleeping bags, okay.
Okay. There was, and I've got because of that, and since this is the annual fundraiser for the fire department, I don't believe I can authorize any monies going to the auxiliary. If you guys want to volunteer,
We're not
that's
asking
fine.
for any.
No, you want, the last time, no money flowed to the fire department except dues and my $200 contribution specifically made and check payable to the fire department.
Okay.
So any other, we used to raise $3,000 to $5,000 every fundraiser. I don't know if you guys have any records on what you raised on this fundraiser, but I can tell you, we had dues and a $200 contribution. If you want to put this on and let all the money that comes through that door funnel through our books, we would be glad to have you help handle this. Otherwise, we're going to ask the fire chief if he would please take this fundraiser over.
Okay, well, the auxiliary is here tonight to let you know, that's a separate issue if you want to discuss that with the fire chief. The
No,
auxiliary-
he works for us, ma'am.
I understand that. I'm not here to get in the middle of that is what I'm saying.
Hang on, wait.
So the auxiliary is just here as a courtesy to try to coordinate with the town so that the town does not lose out on that night of collecting fire dues. And so we wanted to offer that if you wanted to have that still happen, have the separate table like you did last year, all of that, that would be great. And if you wanted to, we were happy to buy the labels if you wanted to put it on the water bill mailer and things like that. Also to let you know that we were going to be sending out a mailer to the fire district.
Right.
To introduce the auxiliary and mention the dinner and things like that, if we can get it done in time, and we're happy to put on there the fire dues if the town
So
wants.
I will propose to you, if you want to help the firemen, put on the dinner and all the money run to the books of the town, we would be happy to have your help.
That's not anything that I can agree to
Oh,
tonight, because it would
we can
have to
get back
go
with
through
this.
a meeting.
I understand.
I
I don't have a problem with that, but I am just saying,
considering it's auxiliary members that are putting in the work and doing everything for it, I don't know why. Like, if the town wants to put it on, then
we have put them on every year until last year. Every year until last year.
you were there putting it on and doing all the work and.
The firemen and the firemen's wives, they did it, and anybody else who volunteered. All of a sudden, our fire department can't do anything without you guys. No, they have wives, they have friends, they have,
Which is people in the auxiliary.
but why do you have to do it under the name of the auxiliary instead of wives and friends of the fire department?
Many fire departments have auxiliaries.
I
to help
know,
support.
and go talk to Meridian, and it is not run the way yours is.
Is Maria on this one? Part of that's because that is the
Okay,
fire
that's-
department that owns and does that auxiliary.
Okay,
Well, yeah, but
I've got-
the
may I
way I
have-
see it right now, fire department, and
their annual dinner.
and you want, if you want to help, that's fine. This other stuff's the nonsense that I stop.
But it's not nonsense. We're
Excuse me,
raising money to help them with anything that they need.
I'm sorry, it is not showing that.
Showing us it.
We have to report everything that you guys at the fire department.
Okay?
They have told me there has been nothing since November of last year. Our chief, our town clerk, who happens to be
They have
also.
not requested anything from the auxiliary. We are also
Okay,
coming
I'm
up on
requesting
fire
for the
season.
town.
And we're asked, like, if they need anything during fire season, we're here for that. We're here to provide support for that.
Okay,
So we don't just spend willy-nilly and buy them random stuff
No.
so that you
okay,
can
they
see
need
something.
$12,000 right now to put the generator up.
We don't
to-
have $12,000, but we discussed that in our meeting and agreed that we would like to help if we can. We're not trying to just take all the money and hide it somewhere.
I
It's all in the account.
That's
Well,
fine that you've got it in the
you-
account. We had no, okay, we were told by Ms. Calvert, when we asked for the information to keep Mr. Rader and Ms. Bogan from having to rack their brains, could you please tell us what you had donated to the fire department?
Mhm.
And we were told, and I have the email, our accountant was told, it's none of our business, we don't have to tell you. And I have it in writing.
Okay.
Now, you think that isn't a little
Was
strange?
the town requesting that from a nonprofit? Or were you as an individual asking
No, the
for a
auditor.
public record?
Auditor was
For the
asking.
town?
For the town's audit, yes.
So then the town was asking
Yes.
for information from
Yes,
the
of what you had
nonprofit of our books.
As a favor.
That's,
Okay, so let's.
I don't know if that's legal, but
Oh,
like
it's
if
totally
you,
legal. You
you are more than
tell us
welcome to
anything
submit
you
a
want.
request and we can give you any of the financial information
No,
or any of
this-
that.
It, I thought the, okay. You asked why we were concerned. I told you why we are concerned. We were told that you do not have to give that information to us.
To the
By one of
town.
your officers.
To the town, no.
The town is the entity that supports.
It's also our responsibility to keep track of that, not
It
going
seems
to a
like that's why
nonprofit
we
to
want
ask.
to go through the fire.
Yeah,
department.
that's why it's going to the fire department. I'm sorry. You guys go back and discuss it. I want to table this, if you don't mind, until, I don't know, you get back when? That'll give you plenty of time to see if you're willing to donate your time and your efforts and your support to our fire department, to the town, to our fire department, that is a department of the town.
Will we see you up there donating your time to help put this on?
I don't know what that has to do with
You're a
it.
trustee of the town. Are you willing to do that?
I have been at counting money every night until this last year, for the last 5, 6 years.
Have you helped do anything, get ready for it, other than just sit there and count money?
That's
enough.
Regardless,
That's, you have
regardless,
no
we
many
can,
hours
we
that I
can just,
spend, and it's really none of your business if I choose to support this town and how I support it.
Okay, that's enough.
stop.
That's enough.
We will,
You heard it before.
we can discuss it and go from there. I don't know if it's discussed among the auxiliary and decided that we're just gonna go ahead and put on the event. I don't know
And
where
that's
to go
fine.
with that.
We need to
But,
respond back to us.
yeah, I'll get back to you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know that if you don't wanna do the dues that night, I don't know that it's gonna stop the event. And we don't want the town to miss out on an event for collecting dues, if that's something that we can work out. So we'll go ahead and discuss it and then get back to you.
Okay, You like this, Kent?
Yeah.
You got something, Dusty?
And I'm on, look, I'm,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I have one more
Sorry,
comment.
I'm sorry.
Actually.
I have one more comment, please.
What to do it for. I'm gonna say thank you like that. Joanne, you need to talk to the attorney. I'm gonna address you directly, but I'm gonna address you as part of the town for what you're doing right now. The auxiliary, no, okay, listen, and I'll tell you. The auxiliary is a non-profit, private organization the town has absolutely no authority over whatsoever. You need to look up what auxiliaries do too, because they're compiled by, or made up by, the wives and family members of the fire service to support the fire department in ways that the town cannot legally do. The financial aspects of the things that they need, which is what, I've got the floor, which is what the auxiliary does, the auxiliary can do without any legal issues the town can't. And that's what they're doing. And they came tonight, and I don't need a response on this, they came tonight to very graciously, even after the last time that they addressed this board, offer up further assistance to the town. And if you don't want to take it, that's fine. And that's in the discussion right there. If you don't want to take it up, that's fine. Because they don't need your permission, they're not asking permission.
Okay.
They're offering advice, and that's it.
We have enough.
So, my last point is, on the advertisement in the Guthrie Daily Leader, since we have only received $280 of pillowcases and pillows since November of '24, please stop advertising in the Guthrie Daily Leader. Come support our volunteer fire department, because you guys are not supporting the volunteer fire department with $280 after pancake, bingo, whatever else you guys do. And right here is your incorporation papers, and this is for everyone to know. The purpose of the auxiliary is to promote firefighting safety, that's a good thing. Fire prevention education, that's a good thing. Also to give fire and emergency assistance to whomever they choose, and to help support the members, not the fire department. This fire department sometimes needs equipment. This fire department saves up their donations for when they have emergencies, repairs to the building or whatever. And they are not getting those donations, you guys are. And in return, we're getting $280 of pillowcases and pillows. After December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Before you come in and basically accuse us of stealing
I'm not accusing you of
and
stealing.
accuse us of
You are
Whoa, that's right.
She can't, I need to finish.
That's
You
right.
don't need to finish anything, and I'm
How long here?
done.
I like to hear more about them, but on the other hand, I need to know where things are going, because I'm not seeing it. Not paperwork, we're not seeing nothing.
As a town, the town does not need to know that. If you would like to know that individually, as a person, we are more than happy to do
They gotta
that.
keep it on their books, because we got to turn it into.
For
our-
donations and stuff like that, yeah, they absolutely do. But you say that we haven't done anything. You need to talk to your fire chief and ask how much they have asked for. Because we work with them and they attend our meetings and we discuss with them things that they might need and things that they would like us to do. We've provided meals, we've provided support, like we are doing things for the fire department, whether it goes on your books
We're
or
talking
not.
this right now.
Okay, well, I have, please, one comment. Legally, you cannot give money to the fire department. You can only give it to their members.
It says support the members.
Yes,
I
that's what I'm
If
saying.
supporting them means that they need new boots or a new truck or whatever, then that's how we support the members.
Okay,
so this is done tonight. I think we need to table this and wait till we get told here, so we have all three members.
So that all three members can jump on us? That seems like a great thing. I don't want to come back to that.
That's fine.
Well,
I represent.
I wanna know more about it myself. I put 44 years in that fire department,
Absolutely.
and I was at every fundraiser,
Mhm.
and I helped at every one of them. Well, I know what's involved in what's going on, but I don't understand why all of a sudden the fire department's not doing nothing. It's just what do they know, it's took over everything. That's, to
Initially,
me, that don't make any sense.
initially, it was because there were things that the fire department was wanting to spend the money on, but they were not allowed to, as a town, provide like food and
That's not true.
whatever.
They can do that.
That's
So
not true,
that's-
and we read to you guys the opinion from the Oklahoma State lawyer that you are misreading the audit from back in 2018.
Okay, I'm just telling you what the original intent was and why it initially came
Well, I am
out.
trying letting you know that it's, you base this on a fallacy.
Okay, well, we exist now.
We
I
don't
know
need
what's
to
coming.
get tempered up like this, if there's no sense in this.
I know, but
Then you just talk it out, like a couple of human beings. I make a motion to table this until we get Colton with us.
okay,
Because he knows a lot of this stuff that I'm not doing.
all right, come on.
Make a motion to table,
I make a motion to table,
a second.
so all three can
All in
get together.
favor?
Aye.
If there's a possible action or approval, go in, speak with Bryce according
Yes,
to responsibility to
I,
residents.
yes. I got a phone call from Gisette, with the Logan County Conservation District office, and she had noticed that our towns, I don't know what we want to call this down here, Triple X and
Isn't that the one
74
out south here?
south, down on Triple X, where we've been talking about the water line and et cetera, et cetera. Her concern is, when those we used to have two wells shut down that were operating out of south of Coyle, but that's why that water line's out there.
Mhm.
Those wells were deemed to be unuseful to the town. She's looking, and I don't have it tonight, but she promised me first of next week, she will find that study of why that we had to shut those wells down. Her concern is, and her recommendation was, which is why I want to talk to Bryce, is that we send a notice to these people who just built their new homes or brought in their new double wides, suggesting that they test their water and why. And the reason I want to talk to Bryce is, do we have any legal liability to these people if we don't notify them? Or, are we creating a liability? Or what does he suggest if these people are taking in or hit the same water sand that Coyle was getting their water from, and the water not being safe to drink? Now, I was talking to our engineer over here, and he said those water tests run $2,000. So, that's why I want to talk to him, and then I also want to know if we have a legal liability other than just welcoming into our city. They thought of themselves in our city limits. I don't know if they came into town to build building and developing. I don't think they did. We just started seeing things going up. Well, do we have a responsibility to get our fire hydrant out there? And those are the questions that I want to ask Bryce. How do we handle this situation? And that she also shared with me that they're sitting 30 foot below the dam of that flood control, almost like that sits about half an hour up south Yes, sir. And if you get a heavy rain and it comes out the spillway, I don't know. I'm worried about the people, and I'm worried about the investments. And I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. I don't know if they got flood insurance if they're in endangered area roads, especially that are not on top of their own building.
How much more can you go get with us?
Because I don't know what our responsibility is to these people inside our city limits. I said, aye.
Discussion possible action to get it back up. Awesome.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Okay. Listen, so, Jayhawk has had our, set up to do our backups of our documents folder and in their software as well. But our documents folder is getting too big for the backup system that we have right now. So, they gave me a different option of one that they have. So you've got two quotes in your packet. One is from Jayhawk, that's an upgrade to their, data backup suite. And so there's that one. And then I also found one, another one that I talked to, which is significantly cheaper than, Jayhawk's. We're gonna have to find a different backup system for our other data. Jayhawk will still continue to back up their software, which needs something for the rest of our stuff. So.
Yeah, I have a question. Let me ask a question first.
I was just wondering what if we have a data retention policy.
No, that's exactly what I was doing. We've got on that file to begin the time of when Jayhawk was, well, it goes back really far. He's asking, how long do we have to keep those Jayhawk records, which is why the file is so large. And if we should be purging or pulling off on a historical.
So the backup that we have through Jayhawk has one big backup that was from the 2020 timeframe that's still there. And then they do their daily backup. I have to figure that out because that big one takes up a lot of space.
So that's why I say we cut that big one down by 25, 30, 40% because of the data being.
Right, so that was one question I had, is if we can go ahead and.
Well, since she's already in jail, I would think we could get rid of that.
Okay, so that'll open up that space some, but I still think with our documents folder, it's still gonna be too much for that database, because we're just, I need to look at the electronic retention as far as some of the stuff that I have saved on here, because I may be able to get rid of some not important
Here's
stuff.
my
but-
concern about not having an automated backup system that you don't have to trigger. You have, my problem is you have to trigger.
Okay.
And, I've been willing to that. And even if that's intentions and a storm coming in, you run out of the building and.
So the eSilo backup is a backup that's stored here, but it's also a cloud backup as well. So we have it stored here, we'd also have it in the cloud for them. I think it would be an automatic thing. It's not something that I would necessarily have to do. I'll have to.
Is that $240 on top of
Yes.
it?
It's a monthly fee of, let's see. I think it was like $120 monthly and that would back up both of the computers. And then the, like initial setup and stuff is another $120 a month's worth of that backup system. But they do a lot of critical infrastructure type things. There's an EMS system in Oklahoma somewhere that they use and things like that. So.
Even $120 a month is an awful lot of money compared to $576 for the year we were paying. Jayhawk.
Well, this would be in addition to what we paid.
Would you call them if we gave you an authorization?
Yeah.
Carl, I'd like to.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Did I not give enough answers to answer the questions?
Please answer us then.
I'd just like to talk to them to see what, just how long these daily backups are taking, how large they are, and how much space we have available on their server, whether or not that existing space can be upgraded any and things like that. So,
And we're familiar with you, they work with Jason very closely during the prosecution and with our Oklahoma State Auditor as well.
Okay, well, because the documents folder was so big, it was messing up our backup. So right now, they're backing up Jayhawk until we could talk about it. And this was supposed to be on last month's meeting, and that is my fault that it didn't make it on there because of other circumstances. But
May I suggest that you go, how many gigs do you need to put on each one of these computers to back them up?
that's not equivalent.
Well, for right now, we can spend less than $100.
Okay, there's only one computer that has Jayhawk on it.
Well, but she's talking about her town documents, her minutes and her things.
yeah, all of our documents, Jayhawk software is
Do
still,
we not have an external hard drive on it?
there is actually an E drive on here, which is part of the E silo would hook it up and it would go to it
Yeah,
every.
but I thought we actually had an external hard drive.
But, I mean, there's a box sitting under here.
You know how much
It's an
storage is on
extra,
it?
like 3 terabytes.
Yeah.
Well, then you
that's
can
quite
back
a
up
bit.
to that every night.
Okay, then I'll just do that and we'll just do it that way.
Until he can talk to them and see what we can do to get more space, get on here to back up on everything.
Okay.
I
So
just-
you would please give me
The thing is, the solution that Jayhawk has proposed there is a fairly robust solution for an organization of our size. It's just, there's a lot of stuff they're doing for what we have been doing. We're just overnight backups that they seem to have been doing the job, but, like I said, I'd like to talk to them and find out exactly why they think it's necessary.
Make a motion.
Motion to talk to them,
I second it.
all in favor?
Aye. Do you need any help backing up to that? You know,
I got it, thanks.
Discussion, possible action, computer backup, an option.
That's it, that's what we just talked about.
We just talked about. You want to split one? Oh, okay. Street finance update. Discussion, possible action on bid, hydrant, replacement.
That deal you called me, we talked about Monday, the tax exempt deal, so it's all tax exempt.
I know, you understand what I'm saying, I just want to make sure they are tax exempt.
Yes, they are.
I don't know how they,
So we had 2 bids,
as sellers.
well, 3 bids because of just doing the hydrants by themselves. All that, so Oki's bid is not good no more. They said that their price is gonna have to go up. But GWC said their bid is still good. Gray Works. So, I know we were talking about buying the hydrants and having them installed, but, we already got the bid for it.
No,
with
that's
the-
fine.
With the valves and everything. Can we just go with the bid and they just order everything?
Right, and I just remembered why they're a reseller, and that's why the sales tax is in. Our brain is not working as quick as it used
On here, it's got 30, I thought I had 32.
It's 30. We had 2 replaced in the last 2 years.
Yeah, the 2 by the school.
to. Well, did Oakley tell you how much this is going on?
They didn't say, he said just their bid would be no bid because it was past 30 days. And I explained to them that we were waiting on a grant when we were doing the bids. And, they said it's just their prices may go up.
Well, $3,000 difference.
You said Okies will go up.
Yes.
Now, what I like about Okies is they told us that it's $850 for removal and what the fire hydrant, they were charging $8,000, but that's to install. So labor a lot of times runs twice what part costs. So that makes sense, knowing that there's $4,000 plus for the hydrant, the vital parts. We need to get going on them.
What was the, how much was it?
Exact amount that we use Grade Works quote or estimate to file our grant. When we submitted our grant, Grade Works was the only one who had given us an estimate. It was the amount of our grant, there's no room for anything other than that. I mean, that's the amount of our grant.
257.
Because that's what we put down our estimated cost was. And like I said, Oakley was 2,000 less, but if they go up, they could be the same. Did they said they're just gonna go up, and you told them, well, we're having a meeting, and
Yeah.
they didn't respond, well, let me get you a meeting.
Well, that, and, it's been hard trying to get hold of Okie too, so.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, you told them that we were
Yeah.
going, so they kind of took themselves out, as far as I'm concerned.
I think they just will do it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I make a motion that we select Grade Works as our contractor for the week.
Second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anything else on that?
No, that's
Fire department?
One question. Did anybody give you an estimated start time and?
We're talking, when I was talking to Grade Works, we're waiting for their approval. And, he was telling me that as soon as we let him know that he got approved, he would start getting stuff ordered. But it won't be till summertime when school's out.
Which is a good idea.
Yeah.
With the water being shut off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, no.
Fire department report?
No, we don't have a lot to report. All of our trucks are in service. Pretty much got a full roster.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good report.
That's all I got. Pray for me.
I agree with that.
Event report?
So we have a date set for the 4th of July party in the park for July the 3rd.
July what?
The 3rd.
On Saturday?
That's a Friday.
That's my birthday.
Is there a reason why we don't do it on Saturday?
On 4th, so we don't compete with all the other
Yep,
ones
sure.
that are around, or on around us.
I don't think we did have, we're completely,
No.
we done seen that last year.
But they were here not, we didn't do it on the 4th last year either.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your vote support on that. It was a great event.
Hey. Yeah, I do get around a little bit. But no, to me, it's, a Saturday night, I think would be better than a Friday night.
Grant is the one who kind of sets the date typically, because he is the one who does the fireworks. That was just the date that we talked about. But I think we could, compete with bigger ones, but that is gonna affect our turnout, I think, if we had it the same night as Edmond and Edmond and Stillwater.
From what I seen this last year, it really did. They had some pre-games going on at the same time.
But not Edmond or Stillwater.
I'm still with Camp Mary.
Perkins.
Not to the north.
Perkins, yeah, Perkins.
Go ahead.
I also volunteer with Evans Liberty Fest every year that's on the 4th, no matter what day it is. So that's part of what factored in, is a few of us that go into other big events as well. That are
I'm just wondering now,
like, that's a big part of the consideration is who's available to actually run the event as far as like the sound, the stage that's we had last year, sound and all that, that's all me. I push all of that, so setting it up, getting everything coordinated, et cetera. And then we've got some other volunteers that on the 4th of July will be parts of other big events as well, so offsetting it by one day, making it a Friday night. It also lets everybody that wants to go out to the lake over the weekend, as soon as they're done Friday night, they're heading out to the lake. That doesn't do
you answered my question. Carry on.
And thank you for your support once again. I'll save a mic for you, you can get out and sing us a song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
If you do that, I'll play
Now,
music.
you want people to return, don't you?
Wouldn't have to worry about.
Oh, man. You got anything? Financial report?
So the current account balances as of the end of February in general fund, $78,600.10. CPWA, $108,666.90. And the Coyle Fire Department, $32,765.22. You also have a cash activity and balance report and a budget to actuals as of the end of February. And then I've got a couple of trainings coming up. One of them's a virtual one, so I'll be here that day, and then one of them is an HR expo that I was going to go to. They're free trainings, so they get and mileage to the one. But March 23rd is one of them. That's here, so I'll be here doing it, and then April 9th is the other one that I'll be at the office.
Which I wanted to go to. We've got to rewrite our employee manual.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we approve for taking the classes.
I'll say it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything else? Maintenance report?
My turn now.
Oh, yeah,
Got most of alleys gravelled. Picked up the park benches last week, and they are mounted on the slabs in the park. I did that yesterday. And started mowing.
It looks so good.
And started mowing areas because it's that time again.
Do we have Sanders next park also?
We do, but the last couple of years I've been keeping control of it because I've been cutting the grass really short.
Okay. You're not letting them go see.
Because the last, was it two events we had, there were people out there with barefoot and everything.
That's where we need to get the cemetery. Well, are they spraying? You weren't there when the kids were crying because they had stickers in them when they're burying their great grandfather.
That's it for maintenance report.
Okay. On my report, discuss and possible action, posting jobs for part-time, seasonal only.
I have a question. This isn't the same description as we had before, is it?
I thought it was. I got it.
This looks like BK's job, except for the water side.
You're right.
Do I need to give Josh a call?
He doesn't come to work.
Huh?
He works for me.
Little Josh?
Okay, well, that's
Well, would you look, because we don't pay enough for them to
That's the one that I have that's
run the
the
tractor and things like that. That's,
mowing job description. We can adjust it and take off the street part and just have the mowing.
yeah, well, I thought it was pretty simple, but it was basically mowing and help as needed,
Yeah. There is one that's that was updated with that, so I don't know. So take off the streets and it's just the mowing. That'll be what it is.
Mowing and helping Steve.
And then helping,
And helping is needed.
yeah,
Perform any additional.
and that's
duties.
fine, yeah. But I don't, and our budget should remain the same.
Yeah, because I think we budgeted for that additional personnel last year.
Yeah, but it's like, what was it, 12? It's not very much.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know. I have to.
And that's why you're not gonna get you're gonna get a high school kid or something like that, is what we really need.
Yeah.
What's the age gap?
What's
the age gap?
What's the minimum?
Age, at least 18.
18?
No, they don't do it, it's like 17, 16. As long as you don't have them operating the heavy equipment and the buzz saws and stuff like that. We didn't let Josh do any of that.
Okay.
I let him drive the gator with the lawnmower to the cemetery.
Well, that's okay, he had a driver's license, but you didn't let him operate.
After I trained him.
Huh?
After I trained him.
Well, and you were a remnant.
Yeah.
So, now, there's something we ought to consider. Those things you got, keep you from cutting your legs.
Chat.
It's hard to get people aware of, but yeah, they'll certainly say that you can get trouble.
Have you seen those, BJ?
I think the fire department has a set that you can have in on
The chainsaw pants.
chapter.
Because for the younger people,
Technically, everything's supposed to be.
you already had one leg chopped up, so broken down.
No, it's one of those things.
But I mean,
It
I
wouldn't
want to
hurt
see
to have them
them.
available.
Yeah, I think we should get them from you guys. If they're gonna do any chainsaw work, you have to train them.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, mark this up.
Here, let me put this in.
Okay.
See, this will help me in the long run since we got all these projects coming up.
Well, I know, and anything that you feel like they're competent in doing,
Yeah.
you have. Okay. Well, we're still trimming and hauling the trees, and I don't want to pull in a trailer if somebody's
Oh, yeah.
16 years old. Get rid of that, Mandy.
Okay.
And cleaning out ditches unless they're using a shovel. And brush hogging the ditches.
Do it.
All of that needs, 2, 3, and 4 needs to come out. But then, like I say, under your supervision or working beside you,
Yes.
that's why performing any additional duties is needed.
I'm not being rude. I said all of it, and then go to the floor.
Okay, so I make a motion to approve.
Just follow the mowing position.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
I put down here the summer help. Because that's what it is. It's actually it's not a, yeah, it's a seasonal. Seasonal mowing. Mowing and extra help. So I had to take off. So I'll make a motion that we accept the new seasonal mowing job description, items 1, 5, and then the knowledge and education sections of those 5.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we're good to just go ahead and post that as well.
Yeah, give it a 2, 3, and 4, and then it's good. Whichever's name.
Okay. Discussion possible purchase of a trailer for hauling mowers.
Okay, see, I got one for Coffee Creek, it's the same kind that, Joanne and Jason kind of let me borrow to go get these benches. And, this one here is not like theirs, because they said they're trying to obsolete ramps now. So this has a full ramp on the back. And it's 7,000 pound axles. And, I mean, I know we won't be able to put the tractor on it because of the ramp on the back, but when will we need to haul a tractor on a trailer? All I think this is just to help carry both mowers to cemetery.
And short cleanup jobs.
Yeah. And I can put limbs on this and all that and carry it.
Are you planning on hauling tree limbs too?
Yes.
How you gonna dump those?
I'll see if this ramp comes off and just pull them off by hand or put a rope in them, and tie it to the log and pull it off. I don't have to do that.
Well, you can get a dump trailer box full.
Yeah. And this company does sell dump trailers too. I walked their whole lot Tuesday.
Yes. I would think that would be more handier when you could dump it off besides dragging or fishing or whatever.
Right. But I didn't get a price of a dump trailer. I just just to get a trailer, for, we can haul pipe on this, if we gotta get a water pipe, like, our implements, if we buy more implements for a tractor, we can go get it, so that we don't get a delivery fee if them bring it to us.
The size trailers.
It's 83 by 16.
You know what size their dump trailers were, like how long they were?
No, I mean, there was two I was looking at, but I didn't get no specs on them.
So, dump trailer's probably gonna be a little bit shorter, it's not reasonable on some things, but you're right. We did do the dump stuff.
The reason I'm asking is I know where we can probably pick up the 16-foot utility trailer.
That's what this is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this has a 1-year warranty on it with the company.
I think that's a pretty good idea to get one. Just ain't have time to talk with it.
They gonna give it to us?
I have talked to them too.
But I just think the town, honestly needs a trailer. So if we hire a hand here and me and him can go out there and knock out the grader real quick and be able to haul stuff on it, if needed, if we need it for the town.
How much is it?
It's $2,995.
$2,000.
This is the only trailer they have on the lot right now.
I think we need it. Because even though we do need a dump trailer, it's almost an overkill for picking up junk. And this he can run over with the grapples and put a log on this thing.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we get this.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
I'll get you a price of a dump trailer when we go down that.
But I think you'll use this more than you
Yes.
use the dump trailer.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe we can find a good used dump trailer
Possibility.
that goes to the,
Problem with the dump trip, if you get a long enough dump trailer, you may have similar utility between the two. I don't know.
well, I just, hauling stuff around town, you really don't
Yeah, I know.
want that big of a. Oh, we do need one eventually, yes. What's next?
Cemetery report,
I'm not even
court,
Huh?
or not?
First one, yep. Tongue twister. So court was canceled in March due to illness, so everything has been moved to April 7th at 6 o'clock. I have 3 other notices that I have sent to Bryce, but I haven't gotten them back yet. That was about a week ago, following up a week ago. And then that's all I have for that report.
So, I see a lot of trailers coming down. That would be wonderful.
There's a lot of cleanup going on in town, yes.
And I guess this Friday is a large pickup,
Next Thursday, March
Next.
19th,
March 19th.
yes.
Big pickup.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have stuff left over like we did last year.
So I have had a lot of people talking about it, asking about it, so I'm gonna reach out to the trash company and say, hey, we have lots of stuff I think that's gonna be, so we'll make sure that we get everything picked up.
Yeah, and last year recliners should have been picked up and were left laying.
Well, they had a lot of mattresses, I guess, mattresses take up a lot of space, and so that's why they packed out.
Then they're just gonna have to come back.
That's, yes, I'm on it. I am on it.
Good. So go ahead, good possible,
Oh, bid for the abatement.
maybe.
Yeah, because I truly believe that we need to have all of this in place if we start abating it. And I'd rather see, well, our guys are, they got plenty of work to do. And did you get some bids on this?
Sure.
Abate?
So this is the invitation to bid that I prepared.
Oh, we didn't hear it?
No, because it had been in there several times. I sent it off to Bryce for review. I
Okay.
followed up with him last week on it, and
Okay, fine, I'll ask him if he's got open things that you shake your security.
Okay.
And I'll,
Okay. Anything else?
Do you want to wait to hear back from him on that before we do it? The bid?
yeah,
The bid for it?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I wanna make sure we don't write off something we don't want.
Okay.
Do you want to table that then?
Yes, I will.
Yeah. All right, make motion to table it.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Raise your hand, report.
Air in here.
Everybody hot? I'm holding good.
I share my family.
Well, some people
We now have a means to get them to a storage shelter at the school when we need it, anytime we need it. And the thing is, we got to make sure who goes in there, and name how many people in there. And we've got to go on the way. Yes.
I mean, it's old.
More this town has.
It's double-sided.
It was specifically designed to be able to hold everybody in the town and then some.
He put everybody in the town on one side, so I did. So you'll be all over there by yourself.
I got, in case you hadn't all known, James Smith was in the call this last week. He's driving around so he get used to it. So he knows what's what. and he will be in charge on the job this next week, leaving them in one of our flag. And we'll be back till 2030. He's been opening and unlocking the cemetery out here, when we unlocked it like tonight.
Swing by and swing.
He's pretty reliable whenever we need him to be. And he's also been going out and setting over out here, checking out in there. He kind of goes all over the area. You probably see him around quite a bit. Anybody got any questions on it? And again, Tuesday night, sorry, I want to play it safe, not sorry. If you want to hit me up to it, you're going to have to do it.
I do have a question, and I'm not trying to attack anybody, it's just a general question because I don't know the answer. Is the Coyle emergency management just for the town limits, or is it for the entirety of the fire district?
It's kind of more based more or less on the town, but we can go out and help.
Okay. That was why I was asking if you, like last March, I had you
Yeah,
go
we
wait.
can come out and help.
Okay. I genuinely
That's the
wasn't
reason I said
sure.
if I don't know about anything, I don't really respond on.
That's why I was asking, you know, if I need somebody to go like I did last year.
Right.
I wasn't sure what your technical jurisdiction was.
It becomes, we become underneath you and helping you.
Okay. So, like I said, it's just a dumb question. I never knew the answer, so I wanted to ask.
That makes sense, because
We're here
although
to
you're
support
the
you.
department, although you are a department of the town, you serve
Everybody.
and
And
your
that's the same way.
other agreements, your
We can go out and help them where you need it, if you need to be. If you got an accident, call, we'll come help you. We got cones, we can set them up.
Okay, that was why I was asking. I wasn't sure. So.
I gotta get her ordinary flashlight. And Tom,
Amazon. You can get a 4-pack for $19.
of course, you got him, but this one I got married, grew up in. Didn't you tell me I had, that you had a winch, if we could get some
A what?
winch?
What kind of winch?
well, answer that question.
No, like one that mounts to your car?
Yeah.
I mean, we have an old one. You'll have to buy the bracket and everything. I mean, I don't even know if it works. I'd have
You
to
probably
look.
better off just go ahead and get it out.
Harbor Freight, that's what I ended up just doing.
That's what I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been gonna start working with the fire department with Joseph. If I can, get something from some of you to get some. My problem is right now is our company keeps on me later and later. Like I had a couple months ago, last year, I was ready.
Driver's positions open,
They got them walking out like crazy.
they've always been walking.
But I'm gonna try to, if I can't make up, I'll make sure I can't do it. Anybody got any questions? I appreciate the heads up tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good business. Anything? I do. dogs running around town. One in particular, and that's Gus.
Okay.
You know, the dog don't hurt nobody, but still yet, the dog, it needs to be caught, put up just like the rest of them. And the phone call I got the other day, it was not a good one.
Well, have you not been sending them notices and putting them in court?
That is one of the notices I'm waiting on getting returned.
I'll put that on my list too.
Yeah, I got a call the other day from a vehicle. About 2 dogs. Yeah, why should I keep hot dogs up? You can't keep that one up, but. And it wasn't one choice words in several. Matter of fact, I just about hung up on this guy. I get the news. So we need to get these dogs put up somehow.
Great.
Anybody got any suggestions?
One or two.
I don't think we're gonna catch this whole guy.
I think it's good.
That's what's gonna happen to him if he gets taken to the Guthrie pound.
Or you get dead. He
Yeah.
can bite.
One
I
thing,
know, I've heard of people.
we can, this person said that dog starts towards the kids, it will be dead.
That's a different situation.
That's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
The issue is they're getting together and going back, so
Every dog probably.
That's what happened before, several years back, they got a bunch of packs, and my daughter got packed on them.
They killed one of my neighbor's dogs a few years back. Dustin.
But, you know, it's simple, if you're gonna keep dogs, keep it up. I'm sorry, I bet you need to start finding how to do it.
Well, like I said, maybe we need to raise the fines.
I'll be all for that. Go ahead.
I know you're talking about fines and all that. Mindy's been tireless trying to get our code enforcement guy to email her back with stuff and all that.
Not Scott.
Bryce, I'm waiting on Bryce.
That's the lawyer.
Oh, my apologies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna hit that, you take care of that for us.
Yeah, well, I talked to him about the other items. What were the other 2 items you had, Lindy, besides the dogs?
Well, just that, I have a couple of ordinance violation ones that he's got, and then the invitation to the packet is true.
I like coordination. Okay.
I got something for new business, whenever you're done.
Go ahead, I think we're.
I'm not one to complain or, I'm all about local businesses, but I don't know if anybody else experiences at Cottingham right here when you try to turn. There's cars all along the edge of the road, and then there's people parked on the other side right here at Stafford's. It's hard for people to turn, especially after school when school buses are coming down.
Bushes.
Yeah. I don't know if you can move them over or.
Well,
You know,
we need to,
I'm not the only one who say that.
well, that street is 60 foot wide,
And you can barely get 2 cars down now.
and maybe we need to paint some stripes on it. I mean, I'm serious.
Well, I think you need to fix his cars, and get them out.
Well, and also, we've got some other issues about them not having a fence around all these. I don't understand what they're all doing around here. If it was a salvage yard, it would have a fence around it by state law. And so, we
I
just,
don't know what that real.
we need to ask Brian,
I can talk to Brian about it.
what the state law, I know what the state laws are for salvage yards, you got a fence around it.
Then you not make it feel when you're talking to him.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm all for support.
She's gonna talk to Bryce.
Yeah, she's gonna talk to
I don't
him.
get to do anything. No, you talk to
I'll
Brian.
talk to Brian.
Okay. Oh, Brian?
Brian.
Our code guy, who knows what the codes
Okay,
are.
all right. Okay, I got you.
This dude needs to approve what we're doing, and he needs to suggest what we're gonna
Right.
do.
Like
too
I
many
said,
up there.
I support businesses and we don't have many in town. I'm all for them being there. It's just,
Well,
you're
but it's
making
getting a
it.
little carried away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you're fixing to get them out.
So, anyway, that's,
Not just pile them up and let them sit forever.
I know, but we gotta deal with it.
Get done and-
Okay, so anything under under new business?
I think that's about it.
Then I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
I, yeah.
8:28. Everybody fine?
Are you fine?
He sits all day.
I said, are you fine?
He said,
Board of Trustees meeting of court authority to order 8:28. Roll call
Trustee Mormon, absent. Trustee Beal.
Here.
Mayor Long.
here. Consent agenda.
Is that a typo on O W? No, what's ORWA?
Rural Water Association.
Rural Water, not Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma Rural Water Association.
Okay. I got too many O's and W's and things.
Yeah.
I make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Discussion consideration. Action on March 12, 26 meeting. Discussion call and approval application for ORWA. I can't even pronounce it. Grant for
This packet,
Yes.
and I have to apologize, I did not look over it.
Okay.
I went through more things than usual. I know this one's much simpler,
Yes.
and I know they just love giving away money.
Yeah, and it's really, so the the price of the project is $27,975. We're just requesting $2,380, and our portion would be $55.95 for the 80-20 split.
So, I mean, I've talked to this young man, I've got his name and everything, he was just practically begging us to. And the other nice thing about this, the max is 75, and you can, as soon as you complete a project, you can ask for more if you've got your matching funds.
Yep.
You know, we asking for this or?
Yes, it's a grant it's a thermoform in the sewer line going across Main Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they,
I'm with
we
you
can't
now.
get a, have we been able to get a camera through it?
They did close enough when they came out and did the CCTV.
Uh-huh.
They went close enough on one side and pulled it out and went to the other,
Okay, my question being, these dudes, they'll clean it out and
Yes,
put this
I did ask them
thing,
that. They'll send a deal in there and they will
grind it out.
grind it out and they'll run that
And
plastic
then they'll
pipe
run the
there
plastic pipe. Cool.
from manhole to manhole.
And do they structure test or anything?
They said once that pipe hardens, it's gonna be like they said like a solid piece of steel.
Oh, that's cool, but I'm just worried about semis and things like that driving over.
It's got I forgot how much the load capacity would be on it, so.
But still the pipe though. will
Yeah, the
still
old
be
pipe
there.
still
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
That pipe's like, 14, 15 foot in the ground, right? Yeah, we're not even thinking about low capacity at that point.
Okay. I didn't know how far, I didn't know how high, how low it.
Yeah, I know when they did the camera, it's got a sway in it underneath the main street.
Okay. Well, that's what we're doing, so that we don't have to dig a range together for every collapse.
What do we need to do here?
We need to approve this packet that Wendy has prepared. Yes, it's rigged, but our cost is gonna be, you said $6,000, but less than $6,000. And we have the money set aside in the matching grants account to use.
And I have talked to them before again, and they said their quote's still good.
Make a motion to do it.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I think they'll save us money in
Okay, OWRD grant update.
Okay, you know anything? I know just a little bit.
Just that we got approved for it, so now we're working on getting all the paperwork set to allocate the funds to it, and I think BJ talked to Matt today, and they're working on doing a bid packet. So.
Exactly, and I will say that we were, I still don't know why we got the grant, considering our census situation, and I'm just gonna insert here, because it's OWRD, that uses the US Census data that is so horribly in error. And we did have a letter written by our, Molly Jenkins. I prepared it for her and she ran it through her people and they signed it. And that was submitted but I do have ONL agreed to work, and I've sent them a sample survey and instructions on how to get onto the US survey site. And then I'll probably be involved. Since I've started working on this, they have now put the last data on the US Census is 2023. 2024 is now in there. And we did nothing but get worse. We're over 8, guys, you guys are so freaking rich, you have no idea. Over 83,000, up to like 84,000 median income in this town. And that actually gives us no points when we apply for OWRD grants, because by law, Oklahoma law, they're required to use those statistics in awarding grants.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where's mine?
Not on Social Security. Well, first of all, you're not, first of all, you're not a lady over 65. We have 165 of them running around in this town.
Really?
Yes.
On scooters?
I don't know where they are. But they don't use any water, because we only put out about 135 water bills a month.
They must have gallon buckets everywhere.
So this is a project I've been working on since last October. And I will say that because of this information and pointing it out to OWRB, we've got our grant to get the water tower, even though I still don't know if it's because there was nobody else asking for the money, or if they really took into consideration how bad our census data is.
Just take it and run.
Well, we're gonna need some more. OWRB is if we wanted to replace all these manholes in town, is who we have to go to, because they're the only ones that give enough money to do this. And so I've had offers from other Oklahoma representatives to pass legislation to fix this problem. And that's why we're doing the survey across Oklahoma of all towns like 2,000 or less to determine how many errors there are, and the damage that that's doing to these towns, and being able to get money out of OWRB.
State Department just released something within the last week. It was saying that the last census, that they had really screwed up, and they have found thousands upon thousands of errors. They're looking specifically at the voter registration side of things, states getting different seats and stuff. But they have had House Representatives, Housing Commission looking into that right now. And that came up this week.
Well, theoretically, we've got over 600 people in this town as well. So all of those, I can't fix the federal government, more power to them, but if I can affect Oklahoma, I can affect Oklahoma legislators to have a, I thought his idea was absolutely, and the word he used was contest, and ask for, or demonstrate how they're wrong and get some kind of special treatment when you can prove you only have 134 water bills, but yet you've got 165 old ladies over 65 earning between $75 and $100,000 is what the statistics say. Yeah, like I said, I've spent a lot of time on this.
Okay. Discussion possible action retaining CPWA group.
Oh, yeah.
Or WRD.
We just need to change the bank account
Yeah.
name.
Under the rules,
It's easy.
we have to segregate this money in an account named by and for CPWA. Luckily, we only have one grant at a time, so we just keep renaming the account once it's zeroed out. And we rename it and we start over the next grant so that we don't have,
Make a motion to do that.
okay, and I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's good. Water report.
And they're wanting this really fast.
Yes, so I will get all that to Jill tomorrow and try to get it all signed and get back to them.
Okay, that's worth it, but I worked your trick in there, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
Good.
Water report.
Got quite a bit. Moved the meter at Stafford, so it's in our easement now. Had a little trouble out there, but I got it taken care of. Had two water lines side by side on the meter. And so I thought.
They both lie?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Went to squeeze one off, plugged it, and I said, okay, so this line's gonna be dead. Reached down there to cut it. It wasn't dead. So I was in a rush, had water everywhere, but it is moved and fixed. It's already hooked back up to Stafford's.
Well, where did that extra water line go?
Stafford, when Chris was out there helping me for a little bit, because he trying to get the water shut off, Lindy even came out and helped as well. Because I had water going everywhere. He said there may have been another building there at one time, and that line went to another building, and it was just sitting in the ground. I mean, I
It
hated
didn't have a
it.
meter
Well,
and
that,
the flowing.
that building had 2 meters at one time.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Was that what you were working on those aerators down here?
Yeah. When I was all muddy. Yeah, I had to stop doing that, go unload them, and get back over to the leaks. So it was a day. So that's been moved, new can over there, new lid, replaced some of the broken cans and put new lids on them. I had an issue with the tire the other night. I had come in late, had to call James from Guthrie come out, the pressure relief valve at the vault messed up. So the water tower started overflowing at night.
Okay.
So he had to, so we got the issue fixed.
Oh, so the bottom was screwing up
Yeah.
again.
So the town is running off 45 pounds of PSI.
I wonder, I can tell.
Because he don't want to go any more, because he's afraid that, he thinks that pressure relief valve is going out.
Did you report that to Miss Kim?
The overflow was, no,
Yeah,
I didn't, but I can.
because it was their fault. We shouldn't be against our bill.
I think we caught it in time.
It didn't overflow long.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
less than an
well,
hour, so.
Yeah, we're not getting close to the max anyway, so, but just in case,
You just put more fresh water in it.
it's not a bad thing.
So, but we haven't had any issues since that night.
Okay.
Grade Works came out, worked the valves, cleaned them out. 2 will not work, they're stuck, and we cannot locate one of them. We think it's in the middle of the road. And we didn't want to cut up the road to find it.
Okay.
But,
Just a second. Would
Well,
you,
the same issue we had 2 years ago, we're having problems all the time, was that pressure relief valve.
yep. Okay.
but
Now, let
it's,
me ask you this. When we refurbish it, will it quit running over?
I don't know anything on that part. I know,
You want to talk to Mr.
Well,
Code?
we were on the phone today.
If, the only reason it's running over is that you got too much water pressure, you know, into it.
Well, but does it
That's,
have,
that's what keeps the water pressure in town, that water tank.
yeah, I know.
If you let that, you know, if it's 45 pressure, the tank go over half full, that's not it. You know, and the higher the pressure is, the higher it goes in the tank. But
Yeah,
if, well, pressure out there, it's messing up, they're putting over 100 pounds of pressure in our tank.
well, I know that, that's what we were
And that's
explaining.
bad.
Yeah, because there's a sign on the boat that's coming into the pressure regulator. It's 150 PSI, so.
Okay.
They need to get that fixed, or they quit doing that.
We actually pay for something in our bill that nobody else that's a bulk buyer pays for, and it's related to those valves, I think, so we don't owe him anything for repairing that thing.
But I'm saying we caught it within the hour, so,
But you understand what I'm saying about repairing it, that's all on them.
yeah. But like I said, for the last 2 weeks, it hasn't been overflowing.
I have a question. Why are they not replacing it?
What, the pressure valve?
Yeah.
It's a brand new valve.
Well, if it's defective, then you put another new one in it.
Because was it that morning?
That, yeah.
Morning, we had 20 pounds of pressure in town.
Yeah.
And, so I called James, he had me, so I said, I'll go up to the boat and
But
see
you
what.
said
the-
he thinks it was about to go out. Didn't you earlier?
No,
Did you say something about that?
Like, I may
He said
have.
It's gonna break or something.
But, he just told me to keep an eye on it. If it messed up again, then they'll replace it.
Okay. Well, maybe there's a monthly fee and it's over for something or other. Yeah, you want to talk it out. WIQ. Okay.
At the end of the day, that water tower is a static device,
Yeah.
like Carl's saying, the
I
pressure.
understand.
So there's clearly pressure fluctuations coming from Guthrie. And if they're charging us for the water that they're spilling because their water is coming in, I mean, it has nothing to do with us once it leaves that thing and goes into our tower. They set the pressure, and so they're running our tower over.
Yeah, I know, that's why Wendy's gonna put a note on it, that if we hit over our $1 million gallons that we have to buy every month, then we'll ask for a credit.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I got just one more thing. I've been looking at a different environmental company for our water, Setbacker Labs.
Oh,
This one's cheaper and closer. It's in Guthrie.
okay.
I'm gonna call it,
You approved and all?
yep.
Okay.
It's called, Golden Environmental LLC. I'm gonna call them, talk to them, and, we got a price sheet here of everything, and, see if I can take it
And they
on board.
post on the DEP website, just like
Yes.
accurate things. It's called capitalism contribution.
So then I'm gonna talk to them, maybe do a little tour at their building and see how everything goes. That's it on water report.
Okay. Wastewater report.
DEQ came out, did their annual inspection, went good. Showed there is a low spot in the first lagoon that is making it shallow from a 3 feet crest.
What does that mean?
Because you gotta have a 3 foot, what is it called, Jason?
Freeboard?
A freeboard, and we got a shallow area. That's,
It's not letting you get 3 foot for the
Yep.
freeboard because the lagoon is too shallow. That's where all the sand washed down during that big weather event 5 to 6 years ago.
Someone went out, lost their
Broke out.
living,
Yeah. And that, we need to,
dig it out.
yeah, it needs to be done. I don't know what it takes to dig that out back up to the shore because it's obviously partially treated sewage that you gotta start digging in.
That's Matt's code question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get it, if we could take the can be fixed and how.
but that's just the only spot they showed me that
Well,
was
let me know
shallow.
if we built to specifications.
I know certain that can hire it, so, gravel.
Aerators are in, they'll be put in soon. Greg Works, I was talking to Chris about it, he's gonna donate his time to help me put them in and hook them up and all that. No, GWC, Greg Works Construction.
Oh, we ordered those ourselves.
Yes.
But, yeah.
And Chris Goff said he will donate his time and his crew to come out and help me install them. and hook them up.
One way we're getting the hydrants from.
Yep,
Okay.
he's a real good guy.
We did that before we even did expensive stuff.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
New business?
Nope. Make a motion to adjourn.
Ready? All ready?
Aye.
8:28. All this educational facility authorities are going to order at 8:28. Roll call.
Trustee Mormon is absent, trustee Hale? Here. Mayor Long?
Here. Consent agenda.
Oh, I make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Regular agenda.
Nothing new to report.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
8:28.
Okay, done. We do that just to maintain our requirements of, as long as the trust is still active.
Hey, BJ, will you ask for me on my behalf? BJ, you rolled one of my
What do you mean new road? Yours is the nicest road out here.
Well, they say yes to everything you offer.
Seven.